Hi, my name's Michael Neese. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at bowmo, and I'm joined by Eddie Eisman, who's the CEO of bowmo. And today we're going to discuss and try to answer the question, does the use of artificial intelligence give you a better hire? And Eddie, what's your perspective on whether you get a better hire from using AI?
I'm going to go out and say that the machine does not get you a better hire. The only one who gets you a better hire is you. If you have the right tools, the right process in place, then you can review and interview the right folks. But only you ultimately make that call, right?
Hmm.
So the machine can help you and get you on the right track, but only you will make the right hire. It doesn't hire for you.
Yeah. So the machine, the AI, gets you to the short list of pre-qualified candidates that you can focus your attention on. Like, these are the candidates you should be trying to recruit and then trying to go through your interview process. But AI doesn't really have a role to play in making the hiring decision.
That's right. I spent 20 years in a high volume staffing agency, um, uh, uh, recruiting and running a full desk of experienced hires, mostly IT folks, high level engineers and data scientists and such.
Hmm.
And I have to tell you, having spent so many years working with people and dealing with people, humans are a funny bunch. And I'm surprised and amazed almost every single day. Um, so the machine definitely will be surprised and amazed by humans, but it will not make the right hire and the right choice for you. Only you can do that. We're not there yet where the machine is programmed and designed to act on its own. It helps
Yeah.
you and
Yeah.
assists you in the process and gets you to that short list, like you said, Michael, quicker, faster.
Yeah. And now, in your experience, you did this for 20 years. Um, can you think of one critical mistake that interviewing teams make when they're going through their interview process?
They don't prepare.
Hmm.
They don't prepare for the interview. So I always would say, and you and I spoke about this a bunch of times, the night before I'd be calling a candidate, good luck tomorrow on your interview, make sure you wear a nice shirt and bring a picture ID for security, or but I'm just calling to remind the candidate of the interview. I'm not preparing them or prepping for the interview. And the candidate certainly wasn't prepping for the interview and taking that time to prepare. So if you can structure that interview process, prepare for the interview, um, and then get a nice friendly reminder call the night before,
Hmm.
I think you'll be on your way.
Hmm.
Um, how would you say, preparing for the interview and structuring that part? Is that a crucial step?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I would say that that's actually the most important step. If both the candidates and the interviewers would just prepare, then they would make much higher quality selections, and they would do it much quicker. Another problem I see is an over reliance of your instinct or your gut. But now, your instinct is actually pretty helpful when it has a lot of data. But in the absence of data, it's literally just throwing darts at a board, just flipping a coin. And there's been studies done, like how accurate it is, the traditional interview where people don't prepare. And it wasn't even, it was 47% accuracy of how that candidate would work out. Were they a top performer 2 years later? And 47% of the time it was true. But think of that, 53% of the time, the unprepared interviewer is making the wrong choice. Might as well flip a coin.
Um,
Yeah. So one of the ways that people can make, the interviewers can prepare, is simply just make a list of the key competencies that you're looking for, and then ask structured questions of the candidate, and ask the same questions of each candidate. Ask the candidate, can you give me an example of your experience with blank? Would it be project management or Java or C sharp or customer service, whatever it is? Just ask the candidate to give you a story that gives you, the interviewer, evidence, gives you data, so that your both your intellect and your instinct can make a more balanced decision about, hey, who's the right candidate here and who fits into our organization.
How, how do you feel about those questions that are not sort of data rich in the when the candidates are responding? Like sometimes interviewers would ask questions. I would hear, "How many elephants do you think there are in the United States?" You know,
Yes,
just
I call those stupid interviewer questions
okay,
because it does not give you any additional information about how this person will perform on the job. It might give absurd questions like that might give you uh, give you information about how well the candidate has prepared for your crazy question. And I'll give you a specific example. My wife is a very technical person. She's in cybersecurity, and she went on one interview, and it was going extremely well. And then the interviewer says, "If you were a Muppet, what Muppet would you be?" So, and my wife said, "Oh, this guy's trying to play a little psychology on me." And so she said, "Yoda from Star Wars." The interviewer went, "Yoda? Yoda's not a Muppet." And then my wife said, "Oh, yes, he is. He was invented by Jim Henderson, who created the Muppets and blah, blah, blah." And so she had all the background. And so she kind of tried to outsmart the interviewer, which neither one of them benefited from that discussion,
right.
especially the interviewer. They got a laugh out of it, and she eventually got the job. But that kind of question doesn't help the interviewer determine your competence for a job.
Good answer. That's a good perspective.
Yeah.
I Yoda. I didn't realize Yoda was a Muppet.
Oh, yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
Do or do not do, but there is no try.
That's right. There is no try.
There is no try.
All right, Eddie, this is another great session, and I'll look forward to debating another topic with you real soon. Thanks.
Likewise. Thank you, Mike.
All right, take care.